and welcome to the Daily Dig. I'm Josh, General Manager and Certified Instructor here at Diggerland. This is the educational series where we teach you all about construction equipment and how it works. And today is my favorite day because it's Ride Friday. It's where we take a piece of construction equipment and have turned to a ride. And today we'll explain to you the construction equipment side and a ride side, and we'll show you all the fun we get to have here at Diggerland where construction equipment meets amusement park rides. So this ride is known as the Spin Dizzy. Now don't let the name fool you, because it's exactly what it sounds like. It spins you around, and boy, can it be dizzying and exciting at times. With me as always is Ben, our ride operator, and also certified instructor as well, who will be operating the vehicle for us today. Now let's go in and take a closer look. So here we are at the Spin Dizzy. So what we've done is we've taken a giant excavator, a JCB JS220, an enormous excavator. It's normally used for digging, and we've taken the bucket off and have actually put a seating unit at the end of it, what we call a gondola, where 8 people can sit and see what it's like to be at the end of an excavator. Now there's so many things excavators can do. Primarily, they're used for digging. Normally there'd be a giant bucket at the end for digging giant holes and trenches. And this is a seriously large, big piece of equipment. This is the kind of equipment that you'd use on an enormous construction site when you need to dig a really big and large hole. But there's plenty of other things excavators can do as well. We can have a grapple on it so we can pick things up and move them around. Plus there's plenty of attachments. We can have an auger for digging holes, plus much, much more. As you can see, it's our standard excavator. The controls are operated by Ben, who's in the cab. He could bring the arm up and down. He could bring the stick in and out. Any of you who watched our backhoe video on Monday saw we have 2 different main components. We have the boom, which raises the whole unit up and down, and the stick or jib, which pushes in and out. Now, like everything else, this is hydraulically controlled. How hydraulics work is oil fills hydraulic cylinders and pushes rams in and out in order to get action done. This machine is no different. We raise up and we stick out using the hydraulic cylinders. Now, like I said, normally there'd be a bucket on the end of here, and Ben would have complete control of the bucket for digging, scooping, and moving dirt around, much like he used the excavator arm of the backhoe on Monday. However, today, what we've done is we've taken the bucket off and put this 8-seat unit here at the end, so we actually get to ride and experience a ride that's truly unique and unlike any other ride. So before we look closer at the ride side, come follow me. Let's look at the excavator side, right this way. And he has all his controls. Ben's in there, he's got his joysticks for moving this machine around. And he also has 2 joysticks in the front. That's for driving the track forward and backwards. In this instance though, we don't drive this vehicle around. It's pretty much set here on site because all it's doing is spinning in a circle. In fact, when Diggerland was built in 2014, back in this area, we used to have a giant ramp to actually drive this entire vehicle up here. Once the vehicle is set in place, we remove the ramp and finish the retaining wall and put all the stone down that you see now that the machine's sitting on. Now, if you look over at the cab right there, you can see we have 8 seats that 8 people can be sitting in. Now, I know what you're thinking, 8 people, this giant unit, that's much heavier than a bucket of dirt. And that's true. So as a safety feature, what we've done in the back here is we've added a giant counterweight. This is a heavy weight that will counteract the action of all the weight on the front side, that we don't have to worry about any kind of wobbling or tilting forward. This counterweight here will be sure to make sure that all of the riders get to have a nice, smooth, and even ride. Let's look around the vehicle some more. So over here, we have all of our filters. This is where the diesel fuel, the hydraulics, everything runs through these filters, and there's a lot of big filters here that need to be changed regularly. There's 500 hour, 1,000 hour, 2,000 hour services to make sure that these machines are running healthy. Much like a water filter in your house, you want to make sure that we get all the sediment out of the oils and the fuels to make sure that this machine's running at its peak performance. Come on up, let's go on top of the machine. So up here, this is where we fuel. We also have our grease points. This is how we keep the machine moving quietly and keep it well lubricated. By greasing it. We take a grease gun and we actually pump grease into all of the moving parts. That way it's not metal rubbing on metal. That lubrication will allow there to be a nice smooth movement and will prolong the life of the vehicle. We also have our engine compartment here. We have a 16 valve Isuzu engine here. This is driving the whole machine. This is what's driving our hydraulic pumps and causing the vehicle to run. This is a giant engine for a giant work site. So let's head back down. Now we've seen the vehicle. And whenever we climb down, we always want to make sure that we're holding on and maintaining 3 points of contact. So I got my 2 feet and my hand to make sure that I'm staying safe at all times. As I do my final step underneath the track here, I'm still going to hold on to keep myself safe. Alright, so we're going to head over to the vehicle itself and see what it's like to actually ride on the end of a giant excavator. Can you believe it? How exciting Ride Friday is. Also, as always, if you have any questions about this vehicle or the ride itself, ask a question below in the comment section and we'll be happy to answer it as soon as we get the question. Alright, so I'm going to head over to the vehicle itself to see what it's like to ride on this Spin Dizzy ride. So I'm going to open our side compartment so I can get in. And we'll bring our staircase over. So what Ben's going to do is he's going to release the lap bar so I can get in. And just like any good equipment operator, I need to make sure that my seatbelt's on for safety. My seatbelt's adjusted nice and tight. Now I'm going to pull my lap bar down so it's nice and tight on me as well. Can you believe it? Here we are sitting inside the gondola of the Spin Dizzy. We're about to go for an amazing ride on this 220 excavator. But like I said, we're not the bucket. We're actually going to ride on this specially designed passenger compartment vehicle. Ben's going to lock us into place. Making sure I'm all locked in and I'm all safe. Bring them all down. Bring them all down. Alright, how exciting. We're locked in. Now he's checking to make sure our seatbelts are properly locked. Alright, excellent. Ready to go? I'm ready. I'm excited. This is exciting. So again, any questions you may have, feel free to comment below and we'll be happy to answer them. And tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1:30 for the Daily Dig, our educational series on construction equipment. And every Friday, it's Ride Friday, where we show you construction equipment that has now become a ride. So, looks like Ben is in the cab. He's locked in. He's just turned his safety off. Here we go. He's raising the boom up. We are coming off the ground. Now he's going to push the stick out. Oh man, we are high up now. I think he's going to do it. Yep, here we go. He's going to start spinning us around. Woo! Here we go. Up. It was very exciting. It's a motion unlike any other. You're getting pushed way into the back because centrifugal force is pushing us against the back wall as he spins us around. Alright, he's going to take us one more time in the opposite direction. again, as he starts going, I'm being pushed against the back through centrifugal force as he goes top speed. It's the spin, great ride. This is so exciting to be on piece of the truck movement and on ride. The giant excavator and actually turned it into a ride. Instead of a bucket, we're sitting at the end of this passenger compartment. What a great time and what a great ride it is. So as Ben brings us back to the ground, I'd like to remind you to join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1:30 for the Daily Dig. And join us again, of course, on Fridays for Ride Friday. We thank you for joining us today, and we hope you had a great and fun time watching this video. See you on Monday, 1:30.